Take exit 28. Then turn left onto South Broadway. Turn left onto South Broadway, Missouri Ave.
Cloudy, where you at? Shit, it's pretty stormy. I caught some lightning a second ago. About to pull up to this Wendy's drive-through. But yeah, it is kind of crazy. Hold up. That kind of is bullshit. Damn it. I want to be lazy. Huh? Man, I'm telling you. Uh, Morning. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Walk into this travel center. That's okay, because I'm going to drive back towards that storm and get some cool shots. Oh. I don't know what they got to drink, but $10 a dozen? Shit. You'd shit if I told you what the donut shop here charges like $28 a dozen. I mean, it's crazy. A cardboard box. Well, I have a bag. I'll show you. Got the DoorDash bag. I mean, it's okay. We'll use it since you said something about it. It's just a Wendy's, which it is a decent drive. So hold on just a second. Let me. And I had thought about a cardboard box just to make it, you know, a little bit easier. I do have that bag though. Oh fuck! I just put my battery in here backwards. I'm trying to hurry. This is the first one of the day, so get back at it. Man, but yeah, dude, 28. For real, I think they're like $28 a dozen. which is I know where I'm going. Uh, Extremely expensive donuts. I mean, they're good, but damn, these parking lot stop signs. I don't even know if I have to stop at those sons of bitches. Shit, was I not recording that on my cam? I don't know that I was. Well, at least I was recording it live. 60% chance of rain, which it was raining overnight and shit early in the morning. But I mean, as you can see, it's pretty gloomy and shit. You don't need no high dollar donuts. Shit, I know that's right. Well, that's why I don't really be getting no dozen of them. But, you know, the fucking kids fucking love them. That place makes so much money, it's unreal. Just like the DoorDash, man. Just like all these big businesses and shit. They rake it in by exploiting everybody, and then all these people talk all this shit on here about the door dashing and the acceptance rates and all that shit, but uh, it's all a fucking scam with the top dasher. And, you know, I could get high dollar orders if I buy the catering bag, which makes sense, but then they just want you to use that bigger bag to go do the bigger shop and deliver orders and shit like that. I do want to make more money, but I'm starting another job Monday where I can just go in and make $20 an hour. Won't have to use no gas to go to town to get to work. I saw a pretty awesome little lightning strike on the way over here. I caught it at the very beginning of my other video. But my chick's always, yeah, it's a right to work state. They all, I can do whatever I want, but that's the thing. I don't think we're really supporting small businesses and local like we should. It's like we've taken the community completely out of the scenario by, to the lowest bidder. I feel like, that's really what people are. I guess I'm just not, I don't see the most value out of how cheap can I get something no matter what the quality is. I need some new wipers, obviously. It's my chick's car, though. Mine broke down. So, but I do got new tires on it. So, the whole right to work thing, I'm a little torn on that shit. I feel like we need some kind of job security. There's so much shit that's screwed up. What's a permanent worker? Oh, with the unions? Yeah, no, I think it's a cool idea. I've tried working with the painters union and shit. Hold that thought. Let's see where my exit is. I have tried getting on with the painters union, and it has been a while, but they're like, come down downtown 5, 6 in the morning. Guarantee you somebody will put you to work, and they didn't have nothing for me to do. I went down to sign up, shepherd work in the theater and concerts. That sounds fucking cool as shit, especially if I could do some awesome drone work or something, incorporate that. Look at that awesome view. That's a crazy looking storm. And it was too. And it ain't done. You can see all that rain off in the distance. Pretty fucking cool. I think this is some little trailer park that I'm delivering this to. I don't know what shepherd work is. What's that? Just doing the grunt running stuff. My drone ticket. Yeah, I have my drone pilot's license, my Part 107. I teach a class on it at the Career and Technology Center, trying to inspire, the next generation. Or it's actually an adult education class. Hold on just a second. But yeah, I have a couple drones, but I'm constantly having to keep up with the federal, regulations and for the flying lessons. Yeah, hell yeah. Which I thought about doing that too. I've been trying to start. So I started the first in-person place where we could go and talk all about the rules and regulations. And yeah, I think I have been here before. So you can watch me run this up there. Let's check the. Okay, let's do it. Hey,
Thank you. Have a
welcome.
good weekend.
You too. Thanks. A good weekend? Yeah. All right. I'll do that. Oh, let me finish GoPro cam. $140 an hour to rent and train. No shit. Cool. You made morning. Yeah. Brought them that. Oh, we got another DoorDash. Well, this thing is pretty fancy. Uh, you know, bringing everybody their food or whatever it is they need and shit. But yeah, I got a couple drones. I started this course where you can actually go in person, at least have somebody help you. And, I try to do like about a 50-50, hands on. Let's get some drones, go through some pre-flight checklists, go over a lot of the safety, real world, application type stuff so that it can make sense. And then we watch, of course, online videos and FAA, where to go on their website to access all these different, all the information that they'll need, all the rules and regulations, where to find the testing centers, and just all this shit. And then the school pays me, which is pretty cool. I decided it was cheaper to build a plane than to rent, which rested in. Wow, look at that. That's fantastic. That shit is cool. But that's what's led me to my position on, supporting local business and how I feel about the free market. And obviously, I think competition is good, but I don't think that all the work should go to the people that have all the money. You know, I have done what I can with what I have, and that's the whole thing. Yeah, it was cheaper for you to buy a plane, so than rent one. And that's why I bought a house, because it it's cheaper in a sense that my $1,200-$1,300 mortgage obviously is cheaper, better bargain, better value for $1,200-$1,300 in town, you know, condo or apartment or some shit, because you ain't gonna be able to rent a house for that. So, I haven't been able to get any big contracts. I was trying to do some advanced data collecting and 3D mapping, orthomosaic mapping, and stuff like that. 3D, 2D, 3D modeling, check for elevation and volumetric measuring. Tons of real fancy shit that can be used by engineers and architects and giant developers and, you know, project managers and coordinators and all kinds of shit. And everybody's just like, yeah, we don't want that unless it's real cheap. that's tight on the moon roof or out there. Yeah, that sounds like a cool little trip. You see the retired monkeys or chimps. They're probably not monkeys. Uh, DJI, which is a whole nother thing, man. It's really difficult. It's a real mind fuck. I guess, we've constantly got political things going on that really make a difference on whether or not, the free market and intellectual property and technology and microchips and all this shit really does matter. Where it's made, who makes it, what relationship the United States government has with them. It was doing the tracking. That's cool. Yeah, the intelligent flight modes are the shit. But DJI is the industry leader on that with 70% of the fucking market. And the U.S. government has banned the use of DJI drones for first responders, and because of they don't trust communist China. So it really plays a factor in are people able to get their license? Am I teaching and inspiring people to get their license to just work for someone else and live someone else's dream? Or am I promoting this concept in the free market, being competitive and getting out there and hustling so that they have a chance at making the big bucks too? So it remembered where it started and when it back to the start. Yeah, it's got return to home and precision landing. So I could talk about these drones for a long time, and those are the things that I like to do in class. We have everybody bring their drones. That way we can get some hands-on. We'll show the features of it, talk about the industry, talk about, applications. So it's not just rules and regulations, even though that's what the course's aim is, uh, just to cover the rules and regulations, everything they need to know to go take the aeronautical exam for their Part 107. But I'd like to take it to the next level with here's where the testing centers are. Here's where you can find the link to find the testing centers. Here's the numbers you need, the people you'll need to talk to, the process you'll need to go through. And a lot of places offer that online, but I'm kind of old, so I wanted something in person for my age, and so there wasn't one, so I started one. But I'm obviously still trying to do my own, got my LLC and all that stuff. We're almost to McDonald's here, so. Oh, yeah, it's about 60 questions. And they're constantly changing them too. So,
All right, can I get that DoorDash number again?
452.
452.
On the couch. You guys see it or?
All right, you are good, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, it's about 60 questions, but they are constantly changing it. A lot of stuff that's implemented, which I got me a trade, but I'm getting a little older. I don't want to really do that shit forever. And I do like the idea of utilizing technology. I don't want to necessarily put people out of jobs, but I do want to figure out ways to work smarter, not harder. And so, 200 questions, I probably have a pretty good idea. Test. I would have to obviously study probably quite really be comfortable with uh, taking that kind of risk, flying a plane. I don't know how much I actually trust airplanes. I know there's millions of them flying around, but like at any given second, but I don't know. I still feel like a lot of them have gone missing, a lot of them go down, and you know, things still aren't perfect. And I think they say it's safer to fly than it is to, statistically, than it is to drive. But I don't know. Seems pretty cool. The idea of flying is really cool to me. I really love being able to get up there and get the shots. 1,200 possible questions on the pilot's exam. Wow. Yeah, and that's basically how it is. So initially, you'll do the test. It's like $150, and they've now made it a recurrent training online to where just every 24 months you just get on there, um, and you're licensed for commercial and residential fucking drone operations throughout the United States. So I could really go anywhere with that federal license, which I have it on me right now. I'll show you. Which everybody's always like talking shit about it. And that's what it looks like. Keep that bitch on me. Fucking, I don't give no fuck. I have no problem. And that's the whole thing. You should always have that with you if you're out flying. But I'm just a regular dude, and I'm, federally vetted and licensed to fucking do commercial and residential fucking drone work, but I'm out DoorDashing. I'm still working for somebody else. I want to live my dream. I don't want to live somebody else's dream. I've looked into grants and shit like that. If I could get like a $50,000 to $100,000, which I know sounds ridiculous, but the startup costs on that type of technology is insane, and that's what I just heard. Trying to do it, it's worth it. Well, yeah, I know they pay pilots good fucking money, but there again, the older I get, I just want more time with family. I want more money for less time away from home and shit. Getting my uh, uh, pilot's license, and actually, I'm teaching a class, but in the community, I'm not getting these $5 million contracts. The $5 million contracts, MoDOT, jobs. The drone license is worth having. I have to say, the shots I get are fucking amazing. All the intelligent flight modes and shit, and it allows me to do across the board. So whether I'm putting together a video for somebody's marketing, taking group pictures, it does get your foot in the door. And I have signed up with like the FASST, with like some safety trainings and webinars and shit online, which is really good. It's leaps and bounds. You know, we have such an issue. I try not to. Uh, should be back online for you. Um, but that's the whole thing. I do feel like I'm spinning my wheels doing all the shit that I'm doing, but really, I'm leaps and bounds from where I started. Like when I look back, and I'm like, wow, the shit I've accomplished, the conversations I've had with different administrators and people with city developers and MoDOT and the school district and just CEOs of companies, and really building a brand and a business and all this shit. It's been a slow process, but even through the pandemic and all this shit, other people lost their fucking jobs or quit, and I lost one of my jobs. I've lost a couple jobs, but I didn't have to. I didn't have. You know, it withstood the test of time, and I think. Oh yeah, all the shoot, everything was closed. We did so much damage with all that. I mean, I would enjoy doing an entire. Hold on, which one is B? Hold on, I'm not sure which one is there. Oh, yeah, I am. Be right back. Shoot, it shut down. It shut down everything. Look at them blue skies now. Oh, yeah. Which I love being just on this side of the storm. When you're right on the edge, you can see into the storm real good. Yeah, this one's not too bad. This is a little town, Oak Grove. It is a cute little town. It's kind of smaller, a little outside of the, and you can see you still got some lingering dark clouds up there. We get up on the main road, you'll be able to see them again. The town I'm in is a real cute little town. It's even smaller than this one. It's a little too far outside of town though, because it's a son of a bitch. That's why I got a quote unquote real job in town, which I really don't want to do. The chemicals, like just walking around in there, like I have to wear a respirator and shit in there, but just walking around in there. This is east of Kansas City. About 20-30 minutes. But I was just kind of getting choked up and shit. And I'm familiar with painting, but this is like painting brackets that hold missiles for fucking the military and shit. So they use some pretty serious paint. But it's Monday to Thursday, 5 to 3:30, 5 a.m. And so I think that's good hours, I get but they really want me to go above and beyond that and want me to City, Missouri. Oh, you're a road guy? Hell yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy making the videos. That's kind of what I really want to do is make a feature-length films. Now, I enjoy theater and live performances and all that kind of stuff. We just had our girls had a musical recital last night. Kansas City, Kansas. Well, I don't think that's true. I'm not a historian, but I think as we colonized from the east to the west, I think Missouri was formed just in general than Kansas. But like I said, I'm not a historian, but it is as far as like still older. I don't mess around on the Kansas side too much. They are a bunch of shorts put together, and I've noticed that some of my filming's got a little better. Some things are clicking a little better. My views have been going up. My watch time's been going up. I've been really trying to understand these algorithms and all this stuff, and it's really complicated. Oh, the east side has less crime. I do know Wyandotte and shit. Some of those counties over there on the Kansas side do have some pretty high crime, which we do too. But that's why I'm a little further from town. I got kids and shit, and a 9mm, and I don't want to fucking have to use that shit. I've had my carry concealed for almost 10 years without incident. Knock on wood, but I try to plan, plan ahead the best I can. Keep my nose to the grindstone, keep my family safe, and as far from trouble as possible. So, but it's not easy. I can tell you. I don't want to get lazy, and I know a lot of people think that I have been, but really not. Behind the scenes, and I'm always talking to my lady, Dad, if I could get a $50,000 to $100,000 loan or more, I'd automatically know exactly how I would spend the money. Uh, yeah, my town's pretty small, like 4 or 5 thousand, which that's not very small, but uh, and hopefully at one point I've noticed, you know, everything piggybacks your skill set to add to your toolbox. You're not just going from different tool to different tool and figuring out how to use them all together. And so, yeah, doing the shorts, figuring out the algorithms, using my drone to help me tell a story. Uh, Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I really enjoy the different perspectives, but I like, real time application too, like, in industries like construction and, all these building and development projects and any place a drone or technology can save time, money, or lives is where I want to be involved. So people come through our town. It's kind of a little visitors town. People make little day trips to it and shit. But as you can see, and this is the town I'm going to now, is a good 20, 30-minute drive. So, I can go to Walmart and stuff, but if you want to get the better selection, you got to go into town. Everybody knows that. But yeah, all I can think about with drones, man, is thermal cameras, MTs, and M30s, and 3D mapping, and all this shit costs so much money. I'm just a regular dude with a mortgage and a family. Like, how am I supposed to afford all that? So I'm like 4 years in, and every aspect of building and developing and growing a business costs me money. So if I'm not getting out there utilizing this high paying software and shit and getting those contracts that are actually, you know, sustainable, I can't even afford to stay in the business. So, and that's where I realized, does the small guy even fucking stand a chance versus these national companies that have all the capital and the investors and all those shit that I just don't have? And it's really depressing. I try not to self-pity party myself, but it is depressing. I almost feel like it is designed for the rich to get richer and the small guy to get poorer. I've only really seen people talk about the value, which I can do live videos on Facebook. I never did figure out how live videos don't spend shit. I know. So I basically was like, I got a good tax return. That's what I did out there. Do what I can with what I have. Bought a drone. I am spending more money, even if it's spending gas money to, say screw it, and get my boots on the pavement, just go, face to face, talk to these people. It all costs money, even if it's my time, you know. And so that's what I like about a 4-day work week, is still having other days. I can still do other work, like a whole nother paint job or a whole nother drone job. I really like the opportunity to have those other days free doing the 410s. And that's basically what I did at a communications company. I was with the Xfinity Comcast for almost 3 years. And that's basically how I bought my house and built my drone business. Those were my goals at that time. And I achieved all those goals and then some. Uh, Bitter taste for the 85 a day eating McDonald's. I can't. When I worked clearing boxcars, we got a big cooler. We bought right. No, I get it. A load of bread, mayo, and some Cokes, and eat a couple days. off of it. Never have to have the rail yard. Yeah, I definitely need to save money. I just came over here to get this shot. Man, that is something else. And I know I need to do that. We eat out too much. Just going to McDonald's is like take the family up there, you know, mom and dad and 3 kids, like fucking $48. I'm like, what in the fuck is this shit? And I need to do that. And I have a trade. I can go make $200 a day painting. But then, you know, somebody wants to 1099 me, and it's 2 hours out of the day I'm driving, and then I got to track my taxes, and all this shit becomes a pain in the ass. And, you know, but saving money is definitely where it's at. Oh, I think I might have an order. Let me take a look. Oh, you mean to just... And I used to do that when we'd go grocery shopping just to keep shit, you know, kind of cool when we were going to stop at a couple different stores and shit. Yeah, I know. We definitely need to do that. And I don't, but I do. There's always room for improvement. And I do waste a lot of fucking money. But that's just because I want, you know, my family to have a better life than I had. And so that mentality is what I think has gotten us and our country into this fucking stupid mess that we're in, is just trying to give a better life. I didn't even know my dad. I never had a dad growing up. So, you know, I kind of thought